Okay, so we are looking here at Northeastern versus Pittsburgh. I believe these are both currently 7-2 teams. Mystery Machine, we think that's Pittsburgh, we're not sure. But this is homecoming around 10, so the final battle. If one of these teams wins, they will go 8-2, and they will make it into group stages. The team that loses has to sort of count on chance, previous matchup strength. Really, their destiny is beyond their control for whether they make it in or not. So this is what we're looking at. We see a rollout. We are expecting them based on
let's see the ball mechanics.
Highlights in their Boise match to roll out on double bubble, but we'll see. As you may gather, not a ton is known about this school.
Lucio, six man.
We're playing left.
Okay.
Where's Hop?
Monkey this.
See what they remember.
We slam them when they try and rush onto us.
Get ready.
QG,
Oh, no way.
Okay.
I'm
Take
fine.
your angles and chip.
Wait, somewhere
Come
low,
on,
somewhere
son.
low.
Get caught.
Yeah, but Core, keep running. Core,
We're
keep running.
running. We're flipping map.
Flipping map is fine.
They're here.
You work, Simon.
We should be able to hit our hit. Good.
More no pain, more no
Simon,
pain.
where are you?
This one.
Where one?
Simon, we know better than that for the
Yeah, no sports,
field.
but winnable.
Still should turn our way, yeah. It's really late for a Moira to go down in a ball versus 6-man setup.
Lucio slammed.
Good.
Nice.
First gets out. Don't lose your map. Oh, you might.
I can whip him away.
Here's back and forth. Stabilize.
Okay, got the
Kinda
cap.
weird, they prep for us, but okay, they have Cole. Cole is Pulse. We're playing. Your supports are back to main right now.
Yeah, scout. We need the scout.
So they're all there.
So we have control, but we're down 1. Now we're down 2. That's a problem.
They're all right.
Just play slow.
Yeah, they're doing same rotation, I think. No, they're going point. They're going point.
They're going point. Yeah, I need help.
Okay, they are going to play to delay this. No fade. Oh, yes, you got an orb. You can win this.
I'm here.
Yeah, you can win this.
You can EP.
So that's huge that Woe got 2 there. Obviously, 1 with the Moira who Hirsch did most of the get on, but that potentially makes this fight winnable. Oh, Woe, thank you.
Simon, Kyle, Cole is touching.
Not quite. It's okay, we have control.
I can stay on this.
Watch Pulse, they have Cole as well coming back. Oh, I need orb.
That blink was literally right in time to not take damage.
More.
Keep it feeding for me.
Moira needs to go down.
Keep stalling.
I'm moving Lucio in.
Don't flip point.
I'm on.
But Diva should be low. I just finished mine.
Okay.
I'm one. I'm out.
Lucio low.
Ultimately, they are going to flip this, and that's life. This fight has turned a couple times in terms of its direction.
Okay, get out.
Reset.
We still
They
now
have-
potentially
they
need to
use
win 2
Pulse,
fights instead of
Monkey
1.
They
We'd
have
have liked to
Bomb
stall a
Call,
little longer, but that's okay.
Okay, EMP.
See you later.
I'm trying to
Our ult bank is
Yeah, we-
reasonably healthy going into this. That said, theirs is as well.
Before I flank.
I don't know.
Oh, the whole close right now. They're all in the room.
So this is a 6-man versus ball setup. The key here becomes obviously we would like to kill their Moira. They would like to take out our Zen. Their Moira is more survivable than our Zen, but our Zen does a lot more damage if he's allowed to live. So we can also sustain our flankers on off angles, which means we can hit goods around. Good. The trans counters the what do you call it? Trans counters the EMP reasonably well. We hit that. She's rehacked, and that's a flip.
Nice.
There's just left side somewhere.
Probably.
We poke, long angle. Go set up for this one.
And we didn't really lose people there, so we actually get to set up ahead of them where we want to.
Okay, QG, come.
Okay.
They're gonna have.
Numbers here.
Hey, Metis Frost. Hey, Kessel. It doesn't look like the team is giving too much time opportunity to set up angles before engages. Right, 6-man's job is to not let the ball team get that.
More low too.
The Bolton team did the first time ever reasonably long rotation, though ultimately they got caught, though they still turned the fight, the Northeastern that is.
Touch.
In future fights, yeah, they've been able to go, hey, we're not going to let you set up, and that's what they're supposed to do. That said, it's really hard for them to do too much of a job of denying our setup because they can't go contest our Zen, excuse me, our Tracer, our Sombra. We can support our Tracer and Sombra with Harmony Orb, with Repair Packs, with Discord Orb. They cannot with their Lucio and Moira support their Tracer, Sombra fighting for angle. So that's sort of how that battle works. And then you've got to really break that hard dive in that comes. And I was surprised that Simon wasn't there to break that. Simon kind of got caught out early and didn't get back to core very well. Simon being the ball player here. Because you do want your ball to sort of peel that dive that's going to come on your Zen. Which you don't do in most matchups, but against 6-man you do. Usually your ball would be with a Tracer or a Sombra helping fight for an angle or on their own angle.
No,
yeah, they run 6-man. It's gonna be Brawler 6-man.
Yeah, I expect Brawler 6-man as well.
Okay.
We'll see.
Check. What are they on?
Right
We
side,
see Moira.
6-man, or tanks left, tanks left, tanks left.
6-man.
We're going main.
Right side,
Okay,
right side.
so we got the hack, interrupt is theirs.
I'm on it.
I'm chasing.
That's a big
Nice,
deal.
I'm gonna
Alright,
send
we can
Take
move
your
on.
angle. We have left Tuka. No ball came in from left red. But we have angles. This is okay. You're gonna trans out.
Trace on Mega.
Warrior fade, warrior fade.
Gonna slam in their backline.
Diva 1, Diva 1.
Oh, that Tracer got caught. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it's
Lucio.
Good job.
Moira fading out.
Summer. Try and get
6-man was really good sort of early in the modern Zen Ball meta at fighting Zen Ball because Zen Ball teams didn't understand it. I would say, and you could see examples of that.
I want to find this room, Simon.
You can see, for example, well, I won't go too many into examples. I guess I'll go into collegiate examples. Lord struggled a little bit against Waldorf 6-man, for example. That's how Lords went down in Nace to Waldorf.
Summer.
Teams have gotten better. Teams have gotten better, and Zen Ball is pretty one-trickable. If you understand how to fight this comp here.
TV1.
On Lucio.
Help him.
We got him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Someone to escort us for Summer.
There's me, Annick.
You don't need to actually just hold the hack. You can shoot at them, I promise.
Probably EMP.
It's from red mid.
Oh, they have the Mega.
We have trans.
That's fine.
Okay, they have EMP, Monkey.
If you guys have any specific hero you want to see, you can let me know. I tend to default to something like our Zen, which gives us a good backline vision of everything that's happening, but I can certainly spectate specific heroes.
Let them drop.
I mean, you can just see it in how Shanghai Dragons adapted against Fuel. It just takes a bit of technique. Exactly. It's fine.
I'm probably after maybe.
Oh, Kyle can't go down there. But Monkey does go down here.
Who's point?
Okay, you stayed in sight line a little long there, QG Hot, but you got it. Good.
Hey, I'll bomb this block. We EMP bomb it.
Yeah, go close.
I'm running, hold on.
Tell me when.
Ready, 3,
Which side? Tell me
2,
when.
1, let's go.
Go.
Do it.
Oh, you didn't get the bubble.
Lucky low.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, that'll do it. You might get Charlie, but you shouldn't. There you go.
Oh, I'm not with you, QG.
There's a point, I think. Yeah.
Baby's main.
Careful,
Into point.
Alright.
Yeah, that Harmony Orb up time still needs some work. You can see the Harmony Orb is just not out for so long here. And when it comes to Zen, he's still working on his Zen, but when it comes to Zen, like, in downtime, your Harmony should just be out. Oh, talk to my team.
My favorite play.
Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. I'm glad we got some 6-man in our warm-up, because it had been a little bit since we'd had to play against that, so worked out well for us.
Typical tank play of the game.
You had a pretty nice play that really made that first control pretty solid there, Kyle. I was worried about that first control on City Center, but you got the one and then you helped finish off versus Moira kill there. So, you know, we could pretend honorary play of the game there.
Exactly.
Oh, King's Row, I'm shocked. Did they say King's Row?
Yes.
Okay, fine. You guys got it. Let's do it. We've got time.
Get everyone out of here.
You know how to do it. You can brawl me or you can do what you need to.
I only know McCree in this map. I literally don't know
You
anything
can't go
else.
junk. You can't go junk.
6-6, King's Row.
Okay, so muted.
Kicked out of the room.
We are looking at King's Row here, which is the most commonly picked map, not too wild.
That is not.
And
That is not Junkrat.
we expect them to go brawl, but again, we don't really know. We don't have perfect scouting
you
on
said
this team
Junkrat?
because no one
no,
even
no.
really knows which school this team
When I
is,
get
which
the flank
seems weird.
against 6-man, that's bad, right? Because then I'm also
Blizzard
not
would
forcing their
verify it,
signature.
like if there was any
Yeah,
prize
you
money to
can't-
pay out,
Chris
Blizzard
can't
would go
speak.
verify
But,
which school,
yeah,
etc.
whatever your intuition was, yes, that sounded correct.
Yeah.
I missed having to get them to tell
Scrims
them
Row,
to be
exactly.
quiet.
You'd like to see some MT? Sure, we can do that. I don't mind some Simon Reinhardt here.
They have Diva.
When's the last time you played Blizzard
Wait,
World?
is that fair?
Last time I
Fair.
played Blizzard World, well, last time
Let's just
this
be
team played Blizzard World was actually on in the All-Star Brawl. We are in the All-Star Brawl, which is mostly
Do we have a
a
game
high
tomorrow?
tier 3 tournament.
Yes, we'll talk about it after.
It's mostly a high tier 3 tournament, which they're talking about
Diva,
right now.
right.
All-Star Brawl round
Do we have
2.
a
Hey, Bear,
We
full
won
bear,
our,
full bear, full
our
bear.
first match against Shikigami, which some of you may recognize
I
from
can
the
hard
high
DM
tier
you
3
some.
scene.
Creep,
And
I
we
can't.
did end up fighting them on
Maybe
Blizzard
ten-
World. It's
maybe
not in our
10.
collegiate map pool, but you know, when you're going against tier 3, you take other stuff.
We need lamp of you.
Run low. Big low.
I had to lamp, I had to lamp.
Speed in 5, speed in 5.
Yep, they recognize that they have advantage and should be pushing.
I'm
That was actually a little
I got
slow,
you.
truth be told. That push got broken a little more than it should have. But ultimately they get it done. Don't spawn camp, don't spawn camp.
She is back, she is
We're
back.
not enough better than these guys to spawn camp them on first. And
ready,
that's
ready.
because first is a bad spawn camp. It's not like,
There's
oh,
no
you
way
can
to
spawn camp them. Like, spawn
How far
camping
can they
people
wall?
on first is really a troll. You can
don't
spawn
know
camp
what,
second
other
point,
soccer-
but spawn
Back,
camping
back,
on
back,
first
back,
is a
back.
bit of a troll.
Watch right, check.
You can do it for a forward pirate platform, that's fine,
Wall
but not the
Wall
true
down.
Yeah,
spawn
but we
camp.
have Baby Diva, and they have...
And I got a little annoyed with them for trying to spawn camp against Ashland yesterday and then getting them out finished on them. Okay, well, that's
We didn't have a
unfortunate.
hero that needs that. Yeah, I know.
That's my bad.
No, just die. We all...
Timid
get
fan
spawned
has
in front of
arrived.
these window.
We're gonna watch some
We
Reinhardt for now.
can-
We
Build
got the
archers.
first
What
request
else do
here
we
from
wanna use?
Kessel, so
Something
we're gonna
else.
continue to watch the main for the
please
tank,
no.
but we might get some
Alright,
Timid later. Blizzard World's greater than King's Row? Okay.
We wall
okay.
them as they
Around
cross,
that side.
as they cross arches. We wall them and then we window them if they get farther
And then we
out.
push it.
They're out. Can I get out?
Oh, they're walled, no.
Little slow on our push based on that wall. That's fine. There's pins. They're stuck between the window and the Reinhardt. Off angling Reinhardt OP. Should not be losing any. Should not be in any danger of losing Simon here.
Holding left click.
Needed to push harder. That was closer than it should have
Let
been.
me.
So we were a little flat-footed to react to our own wall. Not a good sign, but the follow-up play was pretty good. If, hey, we window one direction, we push our Reinhardt up the other direction. Even if they try to all rush the Reinhardt, we're going to be rotating forward and push them from the other
They're
direction.
gonna be slower.
Yeah, they're going high. Alright, play a little back. No, play a little back.
I'm gonna try and boot them off.
I can wall.
Maybe bottom alone.
There's the Blizzard.
That one.
Oh, just barely out.
Stock card. Wait, kill the map.
Okay.
Come on, Kree. Wait, Kree dies.
Didn't think she'd come out.
Yeah,
It's okay.
May was there. It's cool.
Another fight easy on second.
They have Dew Bomb, Shatter, B.
What are
Yeah,
DPS in this
and
comp?
they execute
Well, we're
fast.
looking at, this is a pretty standard mirror, the May McCree mirror. You can swap McCree for Hanzo. That's pretty normal on
Be
this
active on our
map.
scouting calls.
If they shatter, check corners.
Can you give me a second?
In other situations, you might run a
They might have
Doomfist
window
instead of your
again.
May. You
They
could
do,
also
they
run
do.
Sim and Junkrat in this comp. You could
Where's
put
Ryan?
Reaper in
Easy on the
here.
right.
But the most standard is probably the
Yeah, he's
McCree
up,
May
he's up.
combo.
We can push him. Wait, Focus Evo. Oh my god.
I'm beating.
I'm pushing back.
Okay.
Oh, they're back.
No.
Creep behind.
That's all
Up,
big time bank
Let's
they're
go.
going to get going into third here.
You can turn
Put
this.
Steve on me.
Fine, we're
Wait,
not
look, Ryan.
Deep back one.
Deep's low, Deep's low.
Okay, I'm going to have to pay a little more attention to where Kyle is playing.
They're down there, BAP and they're Kree.
We have Blizzard here, and they don't have Demon, right?
No, they have it. They have it.
They have back.
Alright, back.
Oh boy, that's a bit of a throw. You were never going to make it in, and now you're going to get staggered. You're staggered.
Wait till lamp.
Okay.
Watch it.
I'd rather use lamp than get staggered, so that's good, but
We
I'd
should use
prefer to not have to waste lamp. Okay,
The
block.
All they have.
Lamp, you win that.
Here, Bob.
opening here. Oh,
Killing.
my face.
Unfortunate.
Kill the-
Any more damage
Give it,
and she
give it,
went
give it,
down.
give it.
Okay, we'll still get her, but it cost us a second
Maybe.
ult that it
Okay.
shouldn't have.
Pushing out.
You do need to get a
Yeah.
stagger here.
On
Yeah,
right,
we need to clean this up.
on right.
Yeah, he's
He's out.
Okay, come back.
Their shield's low. Alright, what tempo we play? We don't have any ults.
They use Dew Bomb, Shatter.
Wait. I'm
They fight
flanking.
Okay, they have
Get
High
ready,
Noon.
get
Look
ready.
at me. I'm gonna try from up here.
Okay. Back.
Alright.
They have High Noon.
Which way?
I don't
Oh,
know
it's time
about
to go.
this
They're
one.
here.
3, 2, 1. They see me.
Go.
Frizz in the run.
Man.
Yeah, that McCree's been good with the flashes.
Bap one.
Shutter.
That was a long time, but I guess lamp will do that. That was
Maybe
a
it
long time.
Run low,
Like
run
that
low
was
to
a
beat.
super late shatter on a
Star
charging
card.
High Noon.
Down card maybe?
Would you prefer them to have handled that rotation from the enemy through top by giving space towards bookstore? Or
they have high noon
doubling
now.
down on
They're
rotation
wasting
to
your
alley and arch?
cooldowns. No, they use Blizzard there. Wait for me.
They have high noon. They have high noon.
They're gonna window.
Top
Yeah,
by
they
giving up
use
space towards
They
bookstore.
use window.
I'd have said give space towards bookstore, but I'd have to look one more time to be sure I'm remembering the one you're talking about.
Stand on speed. Speed
But
up.
generally, space towards bookstore is fine.
He's one. Nice.
Diva.
That one's Q Waller.
You don't really want to go like
Back,
huddle everyone in arch against another brawl team, because you don't want them to waterfall down on both
You
sides
gotta
of you.
regroup somewhere. Fuck out of here. Run back.
I got the run.
You win.
Alright, well, you're dead.
You get mega?
Oh, we have no speed.
No, you already got it.
Back. QG, I'll try and get
QG,
you out.
QG.
I'm gonna body block this.
They have high noon.
Diva low. I might
High noon,
fall.
Diva bomb.
Take your baba and you can window. Okay.
Oh, it's too far.
I'm turning back into.
Focus
Wait, I
here.
need to get position.
I'm here.
I beat.
I'm turning. Oh, okay.
Blizzard here.
Yeah, walk. We have to go. We have to go to the map. Have to go to the map.
Speed up.
Good.
We'll
fine.
find no more. We got three. Stagger Diva.
Okay, she's gonna let her jump.
Alright, I want to use window and shatter safe fucking.
Wait, I might flip
Kyle,
shadow
don't
again.
flank left. No, they're
Window
looking.
shatter. They have
Kyle's
window
Kyle's
shatter.
good.
left.
Good.
Just Kyle can flash it, okay?
Okay.
No,
Kyle's
I'm
fine.
shouting.
They know.
Okay. They have
don't.
window
It's-
shatter high noon.
Simon, it's too
Window
much.
shatter high noon, okay?
You already did a flank play too recently.
They're coming
Like
in mid,
literally
go
on the
three.
same point.
Dude,
Not a
Simon,
fan.
Go, back.
Freezing, go. Run, Diva frozen.
We've mostly broken that habit from Simon.
Lucio
Simon,
being
when
behind.
we first started
Yeah, I
working
got
with
you.
him, liked to go for big flank plays like that way too often.
Who's there?
Really, you get to do those not once a map, once a match. It's really what you get to do, and he used to like to do them way more than that. This was a little bit of he's doing it too much, and the McCree's clearly paying attention for him and stunning him out of the plays. So like it needs to not be happening. Like once a match is really what you get to do that at a high level. Not once a map, once a match. Maybe twice a match, but not on the same map.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Speeding.
Dude.
Wall up. Oh, back.
Get it.
Speed out. Get out, Kyle.
Okay, you'll notice
Watch
we got
out.
amp go
Oh,
there.
that freezes me?
Oh!
Will die.
You still get to contest.
I can't kill him.
It's gonna be hard to win, but as long as they touch, they should be able to stagger to overtime.
I'm going right. Someone has to go left.
I'm gonna go left.
Someone
I'm
has
going
to
left.
touch though.
Yeah, right with window.
Blizzard here. Focus Eva when we get out there.
Okay. We should have touch, that's fine.
Pretty close.
Trying to
I
get
got
the
you.
limb too, I like it. But the reality is we need the touch.
Alright, I'm on.
Good.
Creep behind. Creep back right.
We don't really have enough to be trying to win right now. Oh,
I can touch him too. Stay on.
Yeah, oh, I got back. I
The
got
double-
pinned up, Simon.
okay.
Simon.
We have
I'm turning to win.
Keep touching.
Wait, keep
oh boy.
Yeah, boy.
Good. Kyle can touch.
Diva frozen.
Good. Just play for OT.
10 seconds. 1 by 1.
It's just you, Tim.
Oh no!
Wait, that's good.
Oh, Tim
you
was
took on
holding
your wall.
backward when he got hit.
What about it?
When he got hit by the.
I was gonna use it for it to
Okay.
stay on court and live on for the bomb.
For Blizzard.
Call their cooldowns.
Yep. Tim is trying to remind them of the big macro calls that make the difference for this. If you're calling
so try and say
cooldowns,
you're gonna ice block on point if you have it.
Yeah.
If
he
they're
didn't
gonna
have
bomb.
it.
Part of the time, I just missed the timing and died. That's dumb.
What happened? Did your shatter get flat? Like, or did you drop?
He froze.
It's easier to play make when climb ladder
Oh, no,
with
when he
flanks,
dropped
even as
from the
Ryan.
top.
I can see
Yeah,
how bad
I thought-
habits like it can carry over, especially after seeing bumpers and other doing it now.
Should
Exactly.
have waited a second longer. I feel like if they saw they didn't have the Ryan, they would have known where I was. But the Kree was like lagging behind a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're an attack.
But we pretty much won that fight. I just thought I'd live, but
It's still fine. We'll finish, and we'll finish with time. I do actually expect that. Like, yes, there's some confidence, but that's not really like a false confidence bravo thing. I'm fairly confident that they'll be able to finish this with a bigger time back. We really would have liked to drain that to 0, but that's life. Really just dropped first point too fast
They
there.
have a Lucio. Okay. Call their lamps and their walls and their blocks.
Yeah. Looks like Mary, you said, yeah?
Yeah, it's Mary. They're on
Okay.
statue. Creed's left of statue.
Got some high ground off angle pressure. Gonna charge speed fast wall, giving us Timura. We amp there. We decide to amp heal. We both had walls. Immediately on the lamp. Freeze on the off angle, so they go for him first. And that's a practice maneuver. Obviously, it helps that he was the off angle target, and this team is trained to know that the off angle target is generally the most dangerous target, and they would like to shoot it in rather than the Reinhardt or things behind the Reinhardt shield. That said, there's a little bit of an extra timid and Hirsch understand that they can dive targets together in this comp and take them out. Be they Baps, McCrees, that sort of thing. They're the dive elements, and pulling a dive play out of your poke brawl hybrid can be pretty nice.
Yes, you can get involved, but don't push it. Don't push it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was good wall.
What did you think of the Shanghai ball stick on Kings Row in finals, and would you like to work with your team on learning that? My team already knows it. I've seen the play before, I've seen the comp before, this team has done that before, like, we're very familiar with that comp. Some of the things that have been seen somewhat more recently are actually pretty common in Collegiate. That was kind of one of them. The Sim TP on top of Kings Row with a Bastion is also relatively common in Collegiate, and it got more popular in pro play in tier 3 after it had been popular in Collegiate for a while. So I don't need to work with this team to learn it. This team knows that.
Wait, I can maybe try to diva away. Get her.
Ironically, this team knew that comp before I started working with them.
Kill her.
Good wall.
Oh, what happened?
Free, go set up for a flank.
I don't know how they
They have Shatter, Beat, High Noon, Mail.
I need to play to eat this blitz.
I think they
They're
have
gonna
everything.
eat the flyer.
Thank you, Val. Thank you.
Ready? Window 3, 2, 1, window.
Nice bring back from the
Mayone,
classic
Mayone.
lose fight immediately after
Mayone,
capturing
Mayone.
that. Yep.
This
Okay, so we've got Timid on cart.
No, just hold this.
They have everything. They're gonna speed High Noon maybe.
Didn't get a pick out of our
Bay's
window
coming
there,
in.
but that's okay.
Oh, I missed. Careful.
Backboard.
They're High Noon. We have a shot.
We're gonna re-engage with Beat, aren't we?
Let's angle, alright?
Let's go.
Help Kyle back.
You got him. He's fine.
They have blitz.
Oh, you need to not lose him here.
I'm beating.
I can't
Okay.
get out.
Still winnable.
Split it right, Timid. Never mind.
No, no longer winnable.
I'm trying to
Watch Shatter.
Well,
Run.
that's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can win during this. You can win during this. Timid's marking the Mei because she's dangerous, but unfortunately he does get frozen.
Oh, I'm dead.
And that's a big, messy fight back and forth, unfortunately.
Window High Noon, Mail, Diva.
A lot of our getting eliminated are fortunately to the self-destruct, which they don't get ult charge off of.
They've shattered when we walled. They might have another. I'm not sure.
Maybe another window.
High Noon, so
Window
the
shatter.
play was
We
the
can speed High Noon.
off-angle High
Yeah,
Noon.
window. Do you have window?
Go for the off-angle.
yeah,
Don't go for
yeah,
the speed High Noon, go for the off-angle.
Alright, I don't. Too late. We gotta go.
Walk, I have-
Side.
You can wall it too.
Wait, just walk past now. Alright, yeah.
How'd the game last night go? Pretty handy 2-0 over Ashland. So that was good.
I'm ready. Back.
Back.
Oh, I have a dead eye.
How's Duty?
Oh, push. You have to push, guys.
Pushing. Charging. Run on the ground. Get the mate.
Okay, we'll take
I don't
it.
think we need any more.
Yep, there you go. And that was enough. And that was enough. And this is what I'm talking about. If you know your Lucio can understand, usually you'd have brought your Lucio back and sent your Lucio with your team after your Lucio escorted them. But this is why Lucio is like a little bit of value over here, a little bit of value over there, a little bit there. You go help set up your Kree. Your Kree is slow otherwise, but that off angle is really powerful.
We just have to, I don't want our BAP on cart when, oh, they don't see you. Can we go? It's okay.
Speed me. I need speed.
Yeah, help QG.
Oh, they see me.
Move to kite back.
Watch the wall.
Kyle's not going to get out.
The Ryan's low though.
Persian's timid though.
We cannot, we have
Maybe blocks.
they have window
You should be on
shatter.
heal, not speed
Mayo.
right now.
Alright,
Now
we're
you'd be
gonna
back
pinball.
on speed, but you should be healing for a
I think
second.
they-
Wait, no.
I think they have a lot of ults.
Simon's getting a little over
We're
eager.
walking into window.
Break the wall.
Basically simultaneous wall.
Ryan.
Lock.
Winnable.
They have to
One.
Oh, wait, use that.
Busy 1 point. Just fucking
On their back.
Lucio.
Dead.
Diva. Stagger for a sec. Yeah, nice. They
Forward
have.
lamp. I need help getting out. I need help getting out.
They
I
have.
hit the lamp. Oh, bad lamp, bad
Good
lamp.
lamp,
I'm shooting you out, shooting you out.
Off angle. Off
They
angle,
use
Kyle.
shatter.
There you
Nice,
go.
dude.
Kyle was right to take his forward poke to help to
Okay,
prepare.
I'm behind. I was gonna
Okay.
Oh,
Fine. That works. Good, good, good. That'll work.
Watch.
That maneuver takes a little bit of practice. I'm glad that Neats understood what Kyle needed.
Diva. Baby. Nice.
There they go.
Okay, listen up. They are staring. If they don't see somebody, they're checking every fucking corner or just looking. We need to stop flanking. We have done the same play 20 times this fucking game. All of us. Okay. So
Yeah.
like we can develop the
pretty
angle
well.
mid-fight, but we need to stop leading
Yeah.
off with it because we're just gonna keep getting caught.
And that's okay. So what Hirsch is
I wanna
referring to
flank.
here is
No,
the
Kyle,
truth
you're
is the
like
flank.
somewhat still allowed to flank.
Yeah,
Just
he's
be
allowed to
careful. If you
flank.
pull 2 or 3.
I-
That's fine. Tell
I'm
us.
good
We'll make it work.
with him off angling
I mean,
about
you special
80%
or
of the
small?
time. The reality is you
Yeah,
want
we
your
haven't
McCree,
played
your
this
Hanzo,
Hanzo
whatever it is, in this
forever.
mirror match to off angle
no.
about
I
80%
don't
of the
like
time.
Hanzo,
You
whatever
can
it
have
is.
them
That was-
get it early,
like the
right
special.
as the fight starts. You
Yeah,
can
let's
have
go
them
to the
develop
special.
it late,
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
alright.
good
but
with
about
the
80% of the time.
Yeah.
The remaining 20% of the time, or even less, you
Just run around. or
Hold your-
Speaking
Hold
of, hey, we're gonna run
Yeah,
some
they
Sigma
can't-
ball
Okay, I
on
like
defense.
that.
Hey,
Just say hi.
comp that they're aware of. You
Don't
do the
chat,
rest
don't
of the
chat.
time have your McCree
Yeah.
set up with your
Okay,
Reinhardt
that's
and go to
fine. Where do you
flash
want
the other
me?
Rhine. It's a
I just
weaker
don't
play,
know.
but it
Stay
can
with
cause Divas and
You're playing
Lucios
Windows,
and
where I
McCrees
am.
to be looking
Oh,
for you and not
oh,
find
right,
you,
right,
and then you run
I'm
over their
coming,
front
I'm coming,
line.
don't worry.
And
I'm not
it's a
going.
weaker
Yeah.
play,
Only
but
with
the
Mayo
change
here.
of pace, the change of strategy can help breathe life
Yeah, the
back
Mayo
into your
lens
off angle
goes hard.
plays.
Deadly teaching him how to play soldier.
Alright, don't. Oh, you showed Kyle.
What?
Oh God.
What do you mean? I'm in a
Will we get a
Oh,
non-live detailed
okay.
review with the normal pauses? We
I'm
could.
not
We
sure.
could do that. If there's enough interest, I can do that.
Walking out.
Show
Walking left side. I can send
it.
you.
I'm not gonna do that
Yeah.
for every game of theirs, but I could do that.
Back rock!
Oh, Legion one. Oh, they left hand.
Yo, Creed get through! Creed get through! Simon, kill him!
Oh, yeah. Orb me if you can, orb me if you can.
Lift it back, Hirsch. That's not a
They
good
should
place
be
to be.
kiting.
No,
They should
I'm
be
sure.
kiting.
Wait,
I'm
Hirsch
gonna send
kind of
this, I'm
got
gonna
caught,
Actually, I'm-
but that's okay.
Go, guys!
We can
run,
hit this.
rotate,
Yeah.
rotate.
We're gonna
Wait,
get
Crease
wall.
split, Crease split. Oh, he's flashing.
Got him.
May one.
It's fine. You
Anyways.
forced the block.
They don't know.
Good job, man.
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, drop me.
Little bit.
Wrong angles. I almost have
I might
block.
beep him out.
You're only
Drop
going.
Drop dead.
Nice.
Sending May. May one.
Right
May one.
Punch line, punch line.
D1.
Oh, they're about so mad.
That's not quite enough.
Last fight.
Okay.
I'm gonna block. Crease here. Somebody help me.
Cree.
Dip, creature to touch. Creature and Kree out.
Nice.
There we go. So why do contenders coaches not get promoted as often if they come up with new compositions?
Little
Is
bit
it more
of
a player-based thing, or is it seen as not that strategic, like
Kree
a
was
one-off
fucking
thing?
one. We needed that kill.
We didn't know where
The
it
issue
was,
that you run
Yeah,
into is
like,
I don't know, for-
adoption.
for
You can come
Like,
up with
every
a
time we
strategy,
drop
but
there,
adoption
like,
is
it just
always
leaves our
challenging, dangerous.
Rotation back really bad.
My bad.
I'd
Dude,
sort
when
of
they
have to
took Kai,
get
I just
more
crouched around
into
the
that,
corner, they didn't
Mentos,
clear me.
but really what it is even if you come up with a new composition, people aren't necessarily
even
going to
rocketed
believe
them
it's
and
real
they
because
didn't
they'd have to
trade.
invest a fair amount into getting it, and then if it's not the meta composition, they're behind. So like, there's a little bit of stickiness in pro play
Nothing
to
special.
metas that people already know or
No,
the
that's not
existing
special.
meta. So
We held them
yeah,
up.
there's something to that.
half an
There's
hour.
also people want to see consistent results. Like, oh, you came up with a
it
one-off
works, it
comp.
works.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
We're
great,
not
but
very
have you consistently been able to get
Yeah, I'm
results? Have you
playing the tactical
consistently,
crouch.
over the course of a 3 or
They're
4
bad
month
running
season,
again.
done well? Have you built a team over the
Crazy.
course of a 3 to 6 month season? Have you
I see.
placed well multiple
Do the,
seasons in a
sheer forward
row with
gladiator
the same team or
The
with different teams,
merry-go-round.
whatever the case may
And
be
then
there,
hit the 2
rather
body
than,
shots,
okay,
and
here's
then
my
you go.
one-off wonder. Well, are you ever going to be able to do that again? Like,
Yeah, Kree as
okay,
well.
if you're better at building meta
bring it home.
compositions than others,
Yeah.
that means you're right
8 and 2.
15% of the time instead of 5% of your
home,
time.
Deb Ryan.
Is that worth investing in? Like,
Man,
is that
no.
going to pay off?
Mirror.
If infinite money is available,
Okay,
sure,
already.
but
I need help from left.
Wait, back
Diva,
to
Diva, Diva,
Diva feeding.
Back low and high, super low. One more.
On it.
Nice.
We push.
Feeding. These ones.
so they got their pick.
Charger on Ryan,
Calling their wall. We're going to push regardless of their wall. Usually we wouldn't have pushed quite as hard during their wall, but we were already up one.
Maybe.
We'd have usually pushed harder once our wall went up to match it, or if we got the wall first.
Nice job.
There we go.
GG's.
That's going to do it. I'm going to talk to my team and congratulate them on making group stages. I will catch up with you later.